Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the post-game press conference for the FIBA Asia Cup 2025 third place game between Iran and New Zealand. Iran beat New Zealand 79-73 to clinch the bronze medal for the second time after 2015. New Zealand's coach Judd Flevel and Tohi Smith-Milner have joined us, so may I ask you to switch off your mobile phones. The press conference will be conducted in English. First of all, Coach, hard luck. Can you give us your comments about the game?
Yes. Firstly, congratulations to Iran, who wins the bronze medal, and both teams were definitely hungry to win that for sure. They shot the ball very well. There was I think 9 threes out of that first half that they made. I can't remember if it was 9 from 16, but they were they were definitely on point. A lot of that was, I think we were a little bit late in our defensive schemes and what we're doing. Not quite as committed as what we needed to be. Yeah, so the execution part wasn't good for us, and they certainly made us pay. The second half, much better effort from our team. Once again, I think this group finding some grit to work its way out of the hole, and ending up making that a close ball game and giving ourselves a chance down the stretch. That to me, I mean, they end up hitting, how many threes did they end up hitting? 15 threes. And we were able to sort of keep them, I guess, to 32 points in the second half. So we were doing some great things out there defensively, and we came up just a little bit short tonight. We didn't have our shooting eye in. It's probably the second game that's happened to us, but not that we can rely upon the 3-point shooting. That's certainly something that we'd like to have every time, but just means you got to be very good at all the other things. But I'm also very proud of our young team. This person next to me, one of the older ones that we have, but still young enough to be around for a very long time in the tall black singlet and international basketball. Jordan Natai, another one who one of our elder guys. And the rest of them could probably keep playing for another 2 or 3 Asia Cups. So we took a youngish group to provide a lot of experience and build our depth overall. And we take a lot of learnings from this, and I think we move away from this tournament learning a lot more about ourselves and also about international basketball for our young group.
Thank you. Tohi, can you also give us your comments about the game?
Jody, I think Jody said it all. Credit to Iran. They came out and played an amazing game. They shot the ball really well. We were on the back foot right from the get-go. We showed a lot of fight in the second half, holding them to 32 points in the second half. Showed a lot of grit for such a young team. Just proud of this group. I was in a different position last Asia Cup and in this exact same position the first Asia Cup in 2017. So bit of mixed emotions right now. Just a little bit disappointed, but credit to Iran.
Thank you. I will now give the floor to the media to ask questions in English. I want to ask them first to state their names and their media company. First question.
Rohan Hamdan from الشرق الأوسط newspaper. First of all, Coach and Tohi, I want to congratulate you guys to the great efforts you made all this tournament long. My question for you, Tohi, in a previous interview with me, you said the thing that distinguish New Zealand from the other teams is the physicality and the teamwork. Do you think that was not the case today against Iran?
For the most part, I think it was. Obviously, we played an earlier game than they did, and I think we just came out a little bit passive there on that point. We showed it in the second half, how physical we can turn the game into. We just waited 20 minutes too late to do it.
Coach Saleh Farid from Arab News. I must say you have a good team, and I was expecting you guys to be in the final, but suddenly the last two games, things just went out of control. Any reason for that?
If I go back to the Chinese game, I think once again we faced a team that shot the ball very, very well. And I just said to my group, international basketball, you get to see players for a short amount of time and you have to make an assumption. Are they a shooter? How much can they shoot the basketball? And I think the Chinese game, I think it was a ball game, really. And I think both teams, well, look, even today, just very competitive. There's not much of a margin between teams. And even if you look at some of the other teams that probably didn't make the semifinals, they were very close. So, look, I mean, they're just two basketball games. We faced two teams that shot the ball very, very well. And I think, looking at the way that we shot the basketball, we were off the mark. And this is something that, we just have to be, I think, as I said before about this game, we were just half a step late for whatever reason. And sometimes, with I don't want to put this on the young guys at all, but we have a new group and still learning how to, I guess, execute the system. And any time that we didn't, we tended to get punished. So I think we've learned a lot from this, and going forward, our young guys are going to be all the better for it. So yeah, to answer your question, I think the margin isn't much, with China. I mean, if I go back to that last quarter, I think they hit a few shots there right on the buzzer, banked the three, we blocked it, they banked the three on the end of it, just to give them that little buffer and that margin. But yeah, certainly a lot to be learnt, and we'll be back. Like the Tall Blacks and New Zealand basketball are in good hands. We have some good youngsters coming through, and there's a lot of good experience that we have as well. But I think this is going to be the best thing for laying the foundation for what the next 2, 3, 4 years look like. We had under 17, under 19s young team that came fourth in the World Cup. Their time will be a little bit later, or maybe soon. But yeah, New Zealand basketball is in very good hands at the moment.
Hello, Coach. Jad Al-Haj, Pioneers Lebanon. So hard luck on the loss, but a great tournament with this young team. What do you think was the reason behind the slow starts that you guys had in the last 3 games, and is this part of the learning process?
Man, I wish I could figure that out. It was if we had figured that out, we would have tried to stop that. Look, we spoke about it. We identified coming out and sort of, I guess, cliche, making the first hit, and yeah, I don't really know. I can just tell you, I don't know the reasons why, but I can tell you what happened and why we were late with certain things. I think just being sharp. We had some early foul troubles too that probably put us on the back foot. Some of it, I think, with once again, just learning more about your opponent and making those adjustments. And look, when you get to this stage and you get to semifinals and you get to quarters and semis and finals, like you're going to see the best of everybody, everybody's best version. Yeah, I don't have a good answer for you, but just to say that I guess it was identified and we tried to work our way through it. But yeah, once again today it got the better of us, and yeah, I think that was the message. And Toy's probably heard it before, like in the halftime speeches, and we came out at halftime and we're great. So it's just a matter of, I don't know, I don't need to kick them up the bum at the start of the game, but sometimes it's just a matter of a learning experience.
This is for Tohi, Enzo from FIBA Asia. Coach Judd did mention a while ago about the young players that you have on your team, and several of them actually made quite the impression throughout the last 2 weeks. You have Mojave, of course, you have Carlin, you have Ben Gold also. How do you think that their generation will shape the future for the Tall Blacks, and considering also some of the guys in the pipeline from the under-18s last year and so forth?
Yeah, I mean, they're the future of our basketball, of our nation right now. I like to think that I'd be playing for the Tall Blacks for a long time, but reality is that I won't. But yeah, just being able to lead these young fellas. We had a leadership group. The more experienced guys, me, Taylor, and Geordie, and just being able to hand down our knowledge, our experiences, just trying to help them grow as players as well as people. I was in their shoes, many years ago, but I was always thankful for those guys that passed on their knowledge to me. So it's kind of handing off, I guess, the present towards the future, and yeah, just making New Zealand basketball better for the future.
Thank you, Tohi. Thank you, Coach Judd. This is the end of the first part of the press conference. We will be back soon with Iran. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second part of this post-game press conference. We now have with us Iran's coach, Sotiris Monolopoulos, and Mubin Sheikhi. Coach, first of all, congratulations. We would like to have your thoughts about the game.
The first thought that comes to my mind is how proud I am for my players, because in less than 24 hours after a very, very bad loss against Australia, we got ourselves together. We try to, keep our heads up, because everybody was very, Australia is a great team, but we felt very bad about this loss. But we kept our heads up, and our performance today was excellent as far as the intensity, the passion we put on the court. We made mistakes. New Zealand is a great team. But we managed to play for 40 minutes. The intensity level was at the maximum, and this is what gave us the win. So I'm very proud for the guys.
Thank you. Mubin, can you give us your thoughts about the game?
I can say we're really happy right now because, like Coach said, we had a bad game yesterday. So we came to the court like trying to fight and position by position, like every time Coach said this. And we are like a family. So we built one chemistry to refuse the losing. That's the one point of our team. So I'm really proud of my teammates, my brothers. And I think in the first conference, our captains had in the beginning of the tournament, he said we are the underdogs. So right now we got this third place, where I'm really happy for the team and for our country.
Thank you. Do we have questions from the media in English? A reminder to state your full name and the media company you are representing.
Hello, John Hajj, Pioneers Lebanon. So first of all, congrats on the win and on the remarkable tournament with this young team. And I would like to wish a speedy recovery to Amina as well.
Thank you very much.
So clinching the podium spot while rebuilding and while missing one of the best Asian prospects is truly something to be proud of. Now, back to the game. One of the turning points in this game, I would say, was the coach's challenges. So Coach Judd used the challenges that were called by the coaches. So Coach Judd used his challenge after an out-of-bound call. They got the ball back and scored an alley-oop from it. After that dunk, the momentum has shifted in their favor. And then you, on the other hand, you used yours to upgrade yours, a foul to an unsportsmanlike foul, which closed the game afterwards. So how important was the introduction of the challenges? And do you have any suggestion to make the system even better, if you have any?
I mean, what you described is very, very true. What you described. I think it's one more weapon that the teams have, the coaches have. Today was very crucial for us, but also the momentum, could have changed for New Zealand because they won this challenge. So, I don't have right now a different suggestion. Just I think it's a good decision. It's a good decision because the referees. It's a very difficult game to referee. Very difficult game. So if they don't, if they are not sure about a call, it's not about to check it. This game makes the game more fair. So that's it.
Next question.
Saleh from Arab News. Coach, last night you said you couldn't find solutions against the Australians. Today you turned things out, or you turned things around, and you won it. What was the secret behind this?
I believe in games like this, when you lose to qualify for the final, the first thing is to control your emotions. I told my guys that, if you want to be a high-level athlete, you have to control your emotions. When you win, it's good, be happy, but you have to control that. When you lose, again, you have to do the same thing. You have to control your emotions, because the next day you have to go play again, whether you win or lose. So this is, I think, it's the most important thing, that my players manage to do that, to control their emotions and come the next day and go fight. These games, you have to fight. You have to fight for 40 minutes. So it's very important. Yes.
Rowan Hamdan from Sharq Al-Awsat newspaper. First of all, many congratulations, coach.
Thank you.
And many congratulations for great work in this tournament. I want to know, as you said in other press conferences, Iran is like a new team, a new players, younger one. I want to know how much was important to have Arsalan and Arman by your side for educate these guys and give them from their experience to go to this bronze medal. And also, how was the experience overall in the Asia Cup in Saudi Arabia 2025? Thank you.
The experience of the tournament.
Asia Cup in Saudi Arabia.
Okay. First of all, I talk about Al-Salan. He's a great leader. Great leader. I mean, he's the most unselfish player I know. And he's doing a great job. Great job. He's probably one of the best captains I ever had on a team. Arman is next to him. He's a very experienced player, and he also helps for leading this team. I couldn't do without them, definitely. And I'm very happy to they're here, and I'm telling you, it's not easy to change the generation, have a lot of young athletes, and at the same time get the results. It's very difficult. But these two guys, they really helped me, to achieve as a team this. As far as my experience first time, I believe it's a high-level tournament. There is a lot of great teams with a lot of talent, and it's very competitive, very competitive. It's very difficult, in my opinion. But it's, now that we got third, I can be happy about it. Sorry? Most beautiful moments. I can have a lot of moments. I mean, when we won Taipei, it was a game that we're losing by 21, 22 points. At the end, we won. It was a great game. It's one of the most difficult games is from being eighth in the top 8, go to the final 4. This is extremely, because there is a lot of pressure to the coaches and the athletes. So it was a great moment. But of course, third place here, it's also today was a great moment.
Last question.
Hello to everyone. I'm Jalal from Iran. First of all, congratulations for the win. My question is about Iran basketball come back to the Asian podium after 8 years old. After years old, what's your opinion?
I hope so. I mean, what we did with this group of guys and all the staff that really work hard, it's very hard. I mean, we can sit hours and talk about it. I hope the guys, because it's all about the players, I hope they will use this experience, and the next day they will come and work harder and harder and become better players. And also we're gonna see some other players from that we have, and we work, because we work with a lot of players during the year. So it should be an opportunity, this win, to give the young players a motivation that, I want to be there, I want to be part of the team, and they will start working harder. So I hope so.
Thank you, Coach Sotirios. Thank you, Mubin. This will
Thank
be
you.
end
Thank you
of
very
the
much.
post-game press conference. Congratulations.